Hi, my name is Brittany Engel, and I'm a college freshman at Miracosta College in Oceanside, California. Before I get into my presentation, I just would like to thank my accounting professor, Dolores Lodell, for helping me with this presentation, but also for just being a huge academic support throughout my academic career at Miracosta. So thank you so much. So this is my presentation, Sex No Longer Sells, The Fall of Victoria's Secret. 2 years ago, if you walked into Victoria's Secret, you would see their sensational models on posters, bras and other intimates neatly folded throughout the space, and you would be lucky if you happened to wander in on sale. Recently, I've noticed that Victoria's Secret has been promoting its products non-stop through BOGO sales and markdown prices. I felt like their main drive of advertising has become these astounding sales, and no longer their signature exclusive appeal. I knew that if they were completely throwing their iconic aesthetic out the window and replacing it with huge, tacky sale signs, that something must be wrong within the company. So this is why I decided to investigate Victoria's Secret for my accounting research project. To gain a better understanding of Victoria's Secret, I researched its history of ownership. Roy Raymond, the founder of Victoria's Secret, had a vision in 1977 to create a lingerie store designed to make men feel more comfortable shopping there. In the first 5 years of its conception, Roy Raymond had opened 5 stores in the California Northern Bay Area, and he also started a revolutionary catalog. In the early years, Victoria's Secret raked in around $4 million in sales per year, with much to do with Victoria's Secret's catalog, which reached millions of consumers across the country. It was truly the first of its kind. However, in 1982, Leslie Wexner, a sportswear mogul, worth $50 million at the time, bought Victoria's Secret for $1 million. Wexner changed the overall look of Victoria's Secret by modernizing and sexualizing the catalog and its models. After Wexner took the reins, he turned Victoria's Secret into a $1.9 billion company and expanded Victoria's Secret stores worldwide to 670 stores by 1995. Wexner is now the CEO of L Brands, which owns Victoria's Secret Pink, and Bath & Body Works, which annually rakes in around $12.9 billion in revenue each year. I'll bring back Leslie Wexner in a little bit, but first let's look at some numbers. So I'm going to show you 3 different charts that demonstrate Victoria's Secret's financial health in different ways. I'll be showing you gross sales, number of stores, and earnings per share. Gross sales can tell us the grand total of all sale transactions reported in a period without any deductions. As you can see, L Brands had continuous growth up until 2017 from $4,429 million in 2014 to $5,204 million in 2016. From 2016 to 2019, you can see a steady decline in gross sales. From 2016 to 2019, L Brands reports that they lost $305 million in gross sales. And then this next graph is just demonstrating the number of Victoria's Secret stores from 2016 to 2019. In 2016, they opened up 13 new stores, but in 2017 to 2019, they closed 34 Victoria's Secrets worldwide. And then the next graph is earnings per share, which means how much money a stockholder is receiving in relation to how much money they invested into L Brands. The higher earnings per share ratio typically means higher profitability for the stockholder. In 2014, earnings per share were just $3.04, and then it increased to its peak in 2016 at $4.22. From 2017 to 2019, Victoria's Secret reports that its earnings per share decreased by $1.91. Recent reports have shown that L Brands' 2020 earnings per share are now in the negatives at negative $1.33. So a common thread between all of these graphs is that things start going south in the year 2017. But why? Spoiler, there are many complicated reasons, and I have just divided these reasons into 2 different acumens. First, the multiple scandalous publicity surrounding Victoria's Secret in the media, and secondly, Victoria's Secret's unmodified marketing strategies, which have not been able to keep up with recent fashion trends that have shifted to celebrate inclusivity and comfort. Going into this project, I had no idea the kind of turmoil that Victoria's Secret had been facing recently. Victoria's Secret has been publicly scrutinized for not including transgender models in their show. Ed Razek, Victoria's Secret's former chief marketing officer, was put on blast when he said in an interview, and I quote, Shouldn't you have transsexuals in the show? No, I don't think we should. Well, why not? Because the show is a fantasy, he told the publication. It's a 42-minute entertainment special. That's what it is. If you're asking if we've considered putting a transgender model in the show or looked at putting a plus-size model in the show, we have. He continued, we invented the plus-size model show, and what was our sister division, Lane Bryant. Lane Bryant still sells plus-size lingerie, but it sells to a specific range, as do we. We market to who we sell to. We don't market to the whole world. We attempted to do a television special for plus sizes in 2000. No one had any interest in it, and nobody still does. End of quote. Transsexuals is not only the wrong term, but it is also extremely disrespectful to the entire transgender community. By publicly insulting the transgender community and claiming that they do not fit into the fantasy of the average person, shames and dehumanizes them for who they are. The picture I decided to put in this slide is social media influencer Gigi Gorgeous, who happens to be transgender herself, explaining her anger towards Victoria's Secret's response about transgender models. Gorgeous created a YouTube video titled "Shame on You, Victoria's Secret," in which she describes how much the brand meant to her and her initial stages of her transition when she first started shopping for lingerie. By the end of the 10-minute video, Gorgeous removes her pink bra and states, "I just would like to say that this is the last time I'm going to be wearing a Victoria's Secret bra. They definitely lost a customer in me." While none of Victoria's Secret's contracted models have publicly condemned racist quotes to Vogue, former Angels Lily Aldridge and Carly Kloss both posted the following message on their Instagram stories. Trans and non-gender conforming people are not a debate. Kendall Jenner, who has walked the Victoria's Secret runway but isn't an official angel, responded to Razik's remark by posting an Instagram story that read, "Celebrate trans women. Caitlyn Jenner, one of the model's parents, is transgender." Victoria's Secret models, as public influencers themselves, did not want to also face public backlash for their silence, which could be interpreted as support for Razik's remarks. Clearly, Victoria's Secret faced extreme public backlash for these comments, and coincidentally, Ed Razik stepped down from his official position in August of 2019. So the title of my presentation, "Sex No Longer Sells, The Fall of Victoria's Secret," is really twofold because Victoria's Secret's overly sexualized aesthetic has not only become out of style, and I'll touch more on that later, but consumers have lost their trust in Victoria's Secret due to its connections to sex trafficking. Victoria's Secret's reputation really took a turn for the worse in 2018 when the CEO of L Brands, Leslie Wexner, was exposed in the media for having close ties to sex trafficking billionaire Jeffrey Epstein. Over 100 models publicly petitioned against Victoria's Secret to demand protection of models and aspiring models on the job immediately after Leslie Wexner's ties to Jeffrey Epstein were publicly revealed in the media. Jeffrey Epstein was trying to pitch himself as a recruiter for Victoria's Secret models. Mr. Wexner was alerted about his actions, but it is unclear if Mr. Wexner took any actions in response to that. But the New York Financer had developed an unusually strong hold on Mr. Wexner, one of the country's most influential corporate titans. Within years of meeting Mr. Epstein, Mr. Wexner handed him sweeping powers over his finances, philanthropy, and private life, according to interviews with people who knew the men. For a company who has a huge female target audience, a CEO who has strong ties to one of the most prolific child sex traffickers of our time does not really perceive well. The faces of Victoria's Secret, the models, publicly demanding that they be protected against this company furthers the perception that Victoria's Secret is run by men who are perverted and inappropriate. Victoria's Secret's failure to include models of all shapes and sizes in their marketing campaigns and fashion shows has excluded large demographics of women for years. From 1977 until around 2015, this was widely accepted because the societal expectations of a woman's body are extremely harsh and unrealistic. Victoria's Secret's models have been idolized and lusted over in society since Victoria's Secret's sexual fantasy ads and catalogs were first published in 1977. These ads and catalogs serve more than to sell intimates, but also to promote a sexy and confident persona that women can embody if they wear the same intimates as these flawless supermodels. One of Victoria's Secret's biggest public blunders would have to be this picture right here, the Perfect Body campaign in 2014. Although this ad is referring to the body of the bras itself, the public still perceived this illy named campaign as an offense toward other body types. Showing the perfectly shaped models' entire bodies does not really help Victoria's Secret's defense, as they claimed that the ad was intended to emphasize the bras and not the models' bodies. This campaign ad, as well as years of Victoria's Secret neglecting to broaden their size above a triple D cup, and their extremely exclusive modeling selection, further to contribute to society's extremely narrow standards of beauty. So companies like Rihanna's collaboration with Fenty, Savage X Fenty, and American Eagle's intimate store, Aerie, have been holding their company to much higher inclusive and comfortability standards. Savage X Fenty was founded in 2017, which happens to be the same year that Victoria's Secret began to see financial troubles. In recent years, as Victoria's Secret sales have plummeted, these two companies, Aerie and Savage X Fenty, have soared. According to Forbes' website, American Eagle's revenues were expected to increase by 6.7% and cross $4.3 billion in revenue in 2019. In Savage X Fenty's first year, it had surmounted to $150 million in net sales, while in that same year, L Brands reported that they lost $166 million in net sales. I think the inverse relationship between Victoria's Secret's revenue and the other lingerie companies' revenue has everything to do with the idea in economics called substitution. Since 1977, women had only one choice for lingerie that came with charm and an experience. And Victoria's Secret practically owned the lingerie retail world. Victoria's Secret was almost a monopoly because although other companies like Target, Macy's, and Nordstrom have sold lingerie, none of these companies sold intimates that came along with the charm and experience that comes with Victoria's Secret lingerie and shopping for that lingerie. Victoria's Secret has been marketing not only their products, but also the persona that women embody when they wear these intimates. Up until 2017, no other company challenged Victoria's Secret's overly sexualized and unpractical products. When Savage X Fenty came into the lingerie market, it paved ways for other companies, like Aerie, Third Love, and many more, to challenge Victoria's Secret's stronghold on the articles of clothing that every single woman in the world owns. By celebrating race, transgender, and body inclusivity in its ads, in contrast to Victoria's Secret's narrow selection of models, more women are feeling included. Clearly, Victoria's Secret's message has not always been practicality, comfort, and inclusivity, but I think it has the ability to earn its consumers' trust back. The change begins with its executive officers. If they want to change their image towards positivity and inclusivity, they should probably steer as far away from Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking island as possible. Victoria's Secret should be run by more people who wear their products, women. When Victoria's Secret changes up its executive officer positions, I think then is when the public will start taking their rebranding seriously. I think if Victoria's Secret took a few pages out of Savage X Fenty and Aerie's marketing plans, they would heal millions of lost dollars in sales. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you so much.